Hey everyone, these advancements have revolutionized how we interact with, explore, and understand the underwater world. From cutting-edge tools that enable deeper and safer dives to sophisticated systems for monitoring marine environments, I'm unveiling 15 incredible underwater technologies. Starting with number 15, Hujin. By now, we've all heard of UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, but have you heard of AUVs? The Hujin Superior Autonomous Underwater Vehicle represents the latest advancement in the Hujin family of AUVs, developed by the Norwegian firm Kongsberg Maritime. Unveiled in December of 2018, the Hujin Superior system offers enhanced data collection, positioning, and endurance for a variety of defense applications, including underwater surveys, covert rapid assessments, and mine countermeasures. On top of the defense applications, the advanced AUV is also suitable for a wide range of government and commercial uses such as geographical surveys, hydrography, which enhances seabed mapping and inspection with 3 operating frequencies: 200 kHz for deep water inspection, 300 kHz for near bottom inspection, and 400 kHz for very high resolution inspection. Communication systems on board this AUV encompass an ultra-high frequency two-way link radio, Iridium over-the-horizon two-way satellite link, and the Iridium emergency localization beacon, and it's even got Wi-Fi. Number 14, the Ocean Farm 1. The world's population ain't getting any smaller, and sometimes it can feel like there are more people on the planet than it can handle. And while food supplies may not exactly be limited, world hunger persists. By 2030, the world needs to be able to produce 70% more food than what we're working with now, while using fewer resources and leaving behind a minimal footprint. So that's where Ocean Farm 1 comes in. Despite covering 2/3 of the world's surface, only 2% of our food consumption comes from the ocean. Pick up all sorts of trash that float in the ocean? Well, nope, it's not, because the facility's surrounded by a netting that keeps anything that could harm the fish inside away. Ocean Farm 1 is an amazing facility that will hopefully keep humankind fed for the rest of our days. Number 13, the Submarine Sports Car. So if you got $2 million laying around, then why not spend all of it on a brand new sports car and just drive it straight into the ocean? Well, that's what Submarine Sports Car is made for. This thing takes a page straight out of the classic James Bond films and lets you live out your super spy fantasy as long as you bring in the breathing tank and some goggles. While the manufacturer boasts that it's the only car that can exist both on land and underwater and can transform with just the push of a button. The Sub Sports Car has propellers at its rear and 2 water jets at the front that allow the driver to both steer under the waves and breach the surface again. It's a completely zero-emissions vehicle with a 54 kilowatt electric motor under the hood, and power technologies can spark our imagination the way that the Hublot exosuit can. This is a $1.2 million piece of gadgetry that represents the pinnacle of engineering excellence. Unlike traditional submarines, the exosuit is a wearable submarine primarily made of aluminum, equipped with life support systems that allows a diver to stay submerged for extended periods without worrying about oxygen limitations. The exosuit's design emphasizes maintaining surface-level pressure inside the suit, eliminating the need for decompression upon resurfacing. This atmospheric suit is tethered to support a vessel via cable that supplies power and oxygen, enabling a diver to remain underwater for up to 50 hours if needed. The suit's outfitted with advanced communication equipment and a suite of information-gathering gadgets, and the diver can control the suit's limbs through manipulators, and the feet are equipped with propulsion systems for maneuverability and descent. The exosuit's first major dive to a depth of 1,000 feet took place 100 miles off the coast of Rhode Island. The mission was spearheaded by Michael Lombardi, and it certainly isn't going anywhere anytime soon. For better or for worse, but technological advancements are revolutionizing how companies operate, with underwater drones playing a pivotal role. At BP's Thunder Horse oil platform in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico, a dog-sized robot named Mag-HD, or just Maggie, uses magnetic tracks to traverse pipes and inspect the subsea infrastructure. Before Maggie, these dangerous inspections were conducted by specialist technicians who rappelled along the platform, a risky and highly paid job. Maggie is a part of a category known as magnetic crawlers. These devices can move across rigs, platforms, and pipelines both above and below water, utilizing ultrasonic testing equipment and high-def cameras. They're priced at around $60 grand each. Now, these crawlers provide a significant safety and efficiency boost. life on an oil rig is one of the toughest jobs out there, and so BP's goal with something like Maggie is to eliminate the need for human presence in unsafe environments, improving data collection and significant process by only deploying human workers when absolutely necessary. Number 10. Dash. Unfortunately, conflict is a part of humanity's past, present, and future. But as we evolve, the question becomes, how do we mitigate the damages and keep people out of harm's way? Submarines, especially diesel-electric ones, remain a significant threat due to their affordability, increasing lethality, and reducing acoustic signatures. The Distributed Agile Submarine Hunting Program, or DASH for short, developed by DARPA, aims to detect and track submarines across vast areas of both deep and shallow waters. DASH operates similarly to an underwater satellite capable of functioning at extreme ocean depths. These underwater satellites, or subulites, are designed for stealthy unmanned operations, scanning upwards from the depths to detect the quieter diesel-electric submarines. In January, DARPA awarded contracts to companies like Cortana Corps for the shallow water advocate in a crowdsourcing initiative. Through the free Dangerous Waters Tactics Simulator, gamers could track enemy submarines and contribute their tactics to DARPA. Successful strategies from gamers will be incorporated into the ActTough software, ensuring it's got the most effective methods for autonomous submarine tracking. This innovative approach combines advanced technology with public engagement in gaming and leverages collective intelligence to tackle submarine threats. Number 9. MIT's Underwater Camera. Lights, camera, action. Scientists estimate that more than 95% of the Earth's oceans remain unexplored, meaning we know less about the deep sea than we do about the far side of the moon or the surface of Mars. Which is kind of insane when you think about it. But one significant barrier to extensive undersea exploration is the high-cost powering underwater cameras, which typically require either a tether to the research vessel or a frequent recharging on a ship. However, researchers at MIT have made a groundbreaking scientist to explore remote ocean areas for new species, monitor pollution, or observe the health and growth of fish. Sound waves from various sources such as passing ships or marine life cause the transducers to vibrate and produce electrical energy. The camera then stores that harvested energy until enough is accumulated to power its electronics for taking photos and transmitting the data. They also developed a low-power flash using red, green, and blue LEDs. When capturing an image, the camera illuminates the scene sequentially with red, green, and blue LEDs. Although the sensor only captures grayscale images, the reflected colored light is recorded in the images, which can then be combined in post-processing to reconstruct a color photograph. Number 8. The Ocean Cleanup's Interceptor. In the urgent battle against ocean plastic pollution, where approximately 8 million tons of plastic enter our oceans each year, the Ocean Cleanup has emerged as a beacon of innovation and action. Founded by Boyan Slat when he was just 18 years old, the dumpster is located on a separate barge underneath. This streamlined process ensures continuous operation and maximum efficiency. The vessels have proven effective in high-pollution river environments too, such as the Klang River in Malaysia and the Cengkareng Drain in Jakarta, Indonesia. With plans to deploy more interceptors in key rivers worldwide, including Vietnam's Mekong Delta and Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, the Ocean Cleanup aims to strategically position these devices in the 1,000 rivers responsible for the majority of ocean plastic pollution. By the end of 2025, their ambitious goal is to have interceptors actively operating in all those critical waterways. Moving on to number 7, Backscatter. With the Backscatter, researchers have demonstrated the first ultra-low-power underwater networking and communication system capable of transmitting signals for miles. This groundbreaking technique, developed over several years thanks to the brains at MIT, uses about 1/1,000,000th of the power required by existing communication device. Uses nodes made from piezoelectric materials, which generate an electric signal when mechanical force is applied. When sound waves hit these nodes, they vibrate and convert mechanical energy into an electric charge. It all may sound nerdy, but it's almost kind of like echolocation. The biggest challenge facing backscatter communication is that the scattered signal travels in all directions, with only a small fraction reaching the source, thus reducing signal strength. To address this, researchers use a Vanada array, a 70-year-old radio device concept. In this array, symmetric pairs of antennas are connected to reflect energy back in the direction it came from. But with enough time, tests, and trials, this backscatter will allow us to hear things in the deepest depths like never before. Number 6. The Nautilus Yacht Submarine. At the 2022 Monaco Yacht Show, Dutch builder U-Boat Works unveiled a design for the Nautilus, a groundbreaking 1,200-ton, 125-foot yacht submarine. The Nautilus has a depth rating of about 600 feet, a surface cruise speed of about 9 knots, and an underwater speed of 4 knots. Once an order's placed, it can be delivered within 30 months. This vessel is designed to be equally functional both above and below the water. When operating as a boat, it offers an expansive sun deck complete with a freshwater pool, bar, and luxurious dining table. Those features are retracted before the vessel submerges. It also includes a pressure-resistant electrical tender, the Aronnax, which is stored under the aft deck and remains outside while diving. The Nautilus's interior features a 530-square-foot dining and lounge area with 4 large circular windows, each nearly 15 feet in diameter. The proposed design includes a master bedroom, 4 staterooms, and sleeping quarters for up to 6 crew members. Clients can also fully customize the interior layout to suit their preferences, and the superyacht sub can remain underwater for up to 4 days. At cruising speed, its underwater endurance is about 6 hours. When not in use, the Nautilus, say that 3 times fast, stands out for not only its ambitious name but also for its innovative design and capability. This proof-of-concept robot measures about 31 inches by 23 inches, and unlike traditional ROVs, it's limited by electric thrusters. Central to its prowess are its unique fins, locomotion mechanisms. Traditionally, ROVs rely on electric thrusters that can be hindered by debris or strong currents, and in contrast, it's got 4 multimodal fins and 2 lateral fins crafted from polymer panels and elastomer tendons. Whether swimming like a fish through open waters or navigating complex seabeds by walking or crawling, it adjusts its locomotion method dynamically to suit the environment. Hero Blue's development marks a significant advancement in underwater robotics. Beyond its current remote-controlled capability, the robot's stereoscopic vision holds promise for future autonomous operations. This potential autonomy positions it as a frontrunner in pioneering underwater exploration missions, gathering data and conducting research with precision habitat featuring submarines, livable residences, research laboratories, and observatories on the seabed. It's scheduled to open its doors to the public by 2027. This project will leverage modular subsea habitats known as Sentinel, offering a new frontier for marine research and human habitation. To ensure the smooth operation and habitation of the Sentinel, Deep has established an institute to train divers in transporting and maintaining the underwater architecture. These trained divers will play a critical role in deploying modular habitats and guiding their long-term use. Deep is already in discussions with several partners for the first deployments. The initiative is strategically positioned in the UK's southwest, an area rich in marine engineering, diving, hyperbaric, and submersible expertise. The site chosen for development, the former National Diving Academy Centre in Gloucestershire, covers 50 acres and will be pivotal in testing and developing underwater equipment. Deep aims to establish a permanent human presence underwater by 2027. The Tyndendom site will see the movement of ocean tides. A really promising technology in this domain is the tidal stream generator, often referred to as a tidal energy converter. These machines capture energy from moving masses of water, primarily tides, and convert it into electricity. Conceptualized during the 1970s oil crisis, tidal stream generators have evolved to become one of the most cost-effective and friendly methods of tidal power generation available. The fundamental principle behind their operation is pretty straightforward. As water flows through the turbine, it causes the blades to rotate, which in turn drives a generator to produce electricity. The significant advantage of using water currents lies in the density of the medium. Water is approximately 800 times denser than air, which means a tidal generator can produce substantial power even at lower flow. Power output from these devices is proportional to the density of the medium and the cube of its velocity, allowing for the water to move at just 1/10 the speed of wind to generate equivalent power. The development and testing of the fits is its high energy density. Additionally, this energy is highly predictable due to the regular and cyclic nature of tides as opposed to wind. Tidal turbines also have a minimal visual impact since they're submerged and thus don't alter the landscape or the seascape. Number 2. The DeepFlight Dragon. The DeepFlight Dragon, a revolutionary personal sub, has swiftly captured the imagination of super yacht owners and marine enthusiasts. Developed by DeepFlight, a California-based firm founded in 1996, the Dragon epitomizes the company's vision of marine aviation. One of the most remarkable features of it is its ease of operation. Unlike traditional subs, which typically require a professional pilot, the Dragon can be driven by almost anyone thanks to its patented intuitive controls. In any emergency, the Dragon's structural design ensures that it will naturally float back to the surface, offering an unparalleled level of safety. The Dragon's equipped with their DeepFlight Drive Manager, a sophisticated monitoring control system in length, 6 feet in width, and about 3.5 feet in height, and it weighs about 4,000 pounds. The design consideration here makes it an ideal accessory for super yachts, a market in which DeepFlight already enjoys a prestigious clientele, including notable figures such as Richard Branson and Tom Perkins. All the features and this enhanced submarine's utility and appeal allows users to capture stunning underwater footage and locate marine life with ease, all for just $1.5 million. Number 1. Nemos Garden. When envisioning the future of agriculture, one's mind might wander to the idea of cultivating crops on Mars. However, an innovative Italian firm in the diving equipment business sees the next frontier for food production much closer to home, the sea. Nemos Garden, the world's first underwater cultivation system of terrestrial plants, exemplifies this visionary approach. Situated off the coast of Noli in Italy, this unique farm, Nemos Garden, mirrors the method used in most indoor vertical farms. Despite their small size, though, each biosphere is about 7 feet in diameter. It can accommodate between 70 to 100 smaller plants. We tested hundreds of different plants ranging from strawberries to tomatoes, beans, and of course herbs, Gambarini shares. Various studies, including 2020 research project, have indicated that plants grown in Nemos Garden, such as basil, possess higher essential oil concentrations and more antioxidants compared to those grown on land. Other companies worldwide are also exploring underwater farming. Green Wave, a nonprofit in North America, is cultivating seaweed and shellfish on underwater scaffolds, while C6 Energy in Bangalore has developed a mechanized tractor for planting and harvesting seaweed on the ocean floor. As for Nemos Garden, though, future plans include creating a larger biosphere and exploring different locations to test feasibility in different environments. A small-scale version is set to be established in a cold water quarry in Ohio in the United States any day now.